Lando Calrissian, boy, he rolled the dice too much. NERDSoul. Okay, at OneYoungsta, hold it down, bringing that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people, today? We got hip hop, we got geek, we're putting it together for Talk Shop. That's right, it's all about comics, and today we have nothing better to do but talk about my boy, Lando Calrissian. And this is a shorter series called Double or Nothing. This is issue 1, and I just love how this issue starts out letting us know that this is a different time in the galaxy where the galaxy is just a dangerous place. Like, because even though the Empire has kind of taken over as a government, it's kind of subjugated a lot of people, it's allowed a criminal element to move in and create a lawlessness in a lot of areas, especially places like the Outer Rim. And just feeling that vibe of that being some of the first words we hear, it kind of lines up with what we get in, of course, Han Solo. Now, of course, this happens before Han Solo, but just seeing that this is a place where, you know, the Empire didn't fix everything, you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of places where the Empire has not spruced up or fixed. And there's a lot of places where there's some underhanded dealings going on, there's some violence going on, there's just straight up outlawlessness going on. And that's where we get to see Lando Calrissian riding around in the Millennium Falcon. And it's great. It's great, especially because when you're reading it in his voice. Also, just his carefree attitude about life, which is fun to see in the midst of all this turmoil. He's literally writing his memoirs, or the Calrissian Chronicles, if you will. He also wants to spruce up the Millennium Falcon, get some girls in there, get, a wet bar and all kinds of stuff. And just his delusions of grandeur, maybe, or maybe just his regular ego it's funny because in a way he means it, but he also doesn't mean it. And his interaction with L3 over it is just hilarious because L3 is like, hey, look, we need to fix up the ship. We got to update this and upgrade that and maintain this and do some sprucing up or get some tune up. And he's like, look, I want to get some more capes. I need some more of this. I need some wet bar. I want like a smoothie section or something. Like, he really he wants to really show off the Falcon. Of course, show off himself because dude looks smooth all the time. And just that mindset before we even get into the craziness is letting you know what matters to him, especially when we meet someone like Christus, who is basically the very next person to approach Lando because they need a smuggler, and this is to actually help her father and her people, out of the clutches and the grips of the Empire, who are kind of like subjugating them, forcing them into forced labor. Of course, slavery in this case, of course, the Empire wouldn't call it slavery because the Empire said they stopped slavery, but they really didn't. But they're forcing these people into subjugation. They're forcing them to work. They're stealing all of the minerals from their planet because, of course, the Empire needs stuff to grow. Or they need, different materials and minerals and all that stuff. So they're literally just mining their planet and taking everything from them. And Christus needs someone to smuggle some weapons in so they can have an uprising, so they can fight back, so they can have a chance. And of course, there's only one smuggler. Oh yeah, that's right, Lando Calrissian. Now, before I get into all of the good stuff of how they jump in, jump out, get into some action, of course, first, KURO brand is gonna help us pay them bills. Oh yeah, check that link below. Hats, shirts, hoodies, all that jazz. And once you find something you like, of course, cop it. Now, like I said, Lando is a guy, he's known around the galaxy. He's got delusions of grandeur. People know him as a smuggler. And when Christus approaches him, she's like, yo man, look, we got this money. We want you to help us. He's like, yo, this ain't enough money. While they're talking, a new dude come in, Brushan, mad that he cheated a dice game, or not a dice game, a card game back in the day. And being that kind of guy, you see the wordplay, the smoothness, the calmness that allows Lando to slide in and out of kind of these situations with words. And of course, Brushan is not, not playing. He is definitely serious. But Lando keeps this air of just relaxed, calm confidence about him that doesn't allow him to like blow a gasket or go crazy or shoot anyone. He's smooth and he's able to handle it with words. Also, Christus is like, yo, look, one day he's really gonna try to kill you. You need money. I got it. Why don't you do this job for me? And he can't help it, especially when she lays a kiss on him. Now, of course, with a wonderful kiss like that from a beautiful lady, of course he takes the job. But before I bounce, I want to talk about this great interaction between the Falcon and the TIE fighters, because TIE fighters have been trying to take down the Falcon for years, all right? Like, the Falcon is most known for not getting taken down by TIE fighters, because Lando couldn't be touched, Han couldn't be touched. The Falcon is just magical, all right? And to see him weave in and out, do all these maneuvers, especially side by side with L3, and L3 begrudgingly working with him because they have a very love-hate relationship, which you find out deeper in this comic book. It just works. You get your action, you get your funny quips, you get your, you get your back and forth between L3, and then of course the random person in the middle with Christus. You get L3, Christus, and Lando. It's fun. This comic book is just fun. Lando is great. He looks spot on from what he looks like in Solo. This movie is just great. And I think we're gonna have to start calling something like the Lando goodbye, because in the movie, when he just bounces, yeah, that's the Lando goodbye. And I like that they pulled the maneuver that they pulled in Force Awakens in this movie real quick when they went over the cliff and just dropped real quick. You know what I'm saying? Lando got some moves. Like, don't sleep. Don't let the smooth tone fool you. He can shoot when he needs to shoot. So guys, holla at me. I'ma holla at you. Down in them comments, let's talk about Lando Double or Nothing. I love this comic. I love the art. Marvel's killing it, and I cannot wait until the next issue. So before I bounce, I'm gonna tell you guys to hit up ThatNERDSoul.com. That's right. Check me out right there. All my videos for the oldest, newest, latest, greatest, and all that. Then hit up shop.ThatNERDSoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt player. And don't forget to get one for them playettes. Then come back here, like, comment, subscribe, and share that Nerd Soul. That's right. There's no better way that I can show you, like what you are watching, of course, unless you hit that share button. So, LA, what up? VA, what up? RVA, you got my heart. And please be good to yourselves. Please be good to each other. And remember, just because you're smooth and you got capes doesn't mean someone might not roll up on you. The galaxy is dangerous. Peace.